guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. Friday Freebie Day. Can you believe it's Friday already? So we have a lovely Friday freebie for you. We're on number 233. Can you believe it? I've started up again doing the Friday freebies because I did sort of like not do so many at the end of last year because it is quite a lot of work to do. But I've started up again because I know how much you guys love it, and I do miss making them and doing these videos for you. So what it is, it's just like a little project for you to do over the weekend. If you're new to my channel, which I do have lots of lovely newbies at the moment, so a big hello and thank you for subscribing. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, I would love you to be a subscriber of my channel. There's a little bell somewhere around there. So if you could tap that and subscribe, I would really love it. It really does help. And if you're watching the video, just a little heart or a little comment under it, just to let me know that you're there and you're watching, would be lovely. So this is for the Facebook group. Now, the Facebook group is Happiness and Crafting Group, which is got some fabulous members in there. And they just do some lovely stuff with my papers and showing all your work. It's just lovely. So this is in that group and the links are underneath the video. This one is for my lovely Ko-fi supporters, so you get both. So you will get both. If you're in the Facebook group, you will get both, and also this one. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is, actually, this goes with my new kit. Now, I did mention my new kit, I think Wednesday. So I'm just going to give you a quick flip through because I like to show you what is in them. So you can actually see the pages in there. So this one's called, I can't remember what it's called now. Antique Romance. I've got so much to say that I keep forgetting all what I'm supposed to be saying. Antique Romance this is, and it's just beautiful. Now, if you saw the kit in the beginning of the year, which is the New Beginnings, and it's a beautiful one. It's these papers that I've got on my box. I'm loving these rosy shabby papers at the moment. So I'm loving making them. So these are just beautiful. So these are other ones that I'm going to cover my boxes with as well, because I think they're just beautiful. Because all of these papers and stuff aren't just for making journals. You can cover boxes, you can make little embellishments to dingle dangle off all sorts of things. If you're a card maker, you can make them, you can use them as cards bases, pretty things. So look at that, it's lovely, isn't it? This is just beautiful. They're like little lockets, which are lovely. Oh, that's another page. That's another page. This has got a lovely poem on there. Some beautiful long journal cards. Some pockets and some more embellishments. I've actually got another page of embellishments which I did cut out. I was cutting them out last night and then I just remembered that I wanted to show them to you, so I stopped cutting them out, but I'll show you those in a minute. But they are just gorgeous, very shabby. Nice little romantic tags, some postcards and some beautiful envelopes. Look at that, just lovely. And this one, oh, love the roses. And these are the ones that go with it. These are the ones that I was cutting out last night. They are little lockets. Look at that. They are just beautiful, aren't they? So there's like little double lockets like that. And I was thinking on these ones or on this one, I might make like a little slit in there and just hang a bit of chain or something off it, or a little bit of ribbon. I think they are just beautiful. And then you've got some sort of like romantic-y sort of words in here. It's got cherish and passion and affection and devotion. Oh, just beautiful. Love them, loving them. So there we go. Let's pop that one over there. Let's get back into making the Friday freebies. I'm going to show you first what they look like. So this is the Friday freebie one for the group, and this is the Ko-fi one, which are just beautiful. So that's how they look. Open it up, and we've got a little tag inside. Now, I try and make this as easy to make as possible because I know lots and lots of you are new to paper crafting. So I try and do it so it's accessible to everybody, and I know lots of you do it with your grandchildren and your children as well, which I think is just fabulous. So that's the Friday Freebie one, and then this one is the Ko-fi one. Now I put a little Velcro fastener on this one to open it up, and this is the little journaling card in there because that goes down. Now I've put one of the little nameplate things on this one because what I did a little boo-boo. I cut this down. I took a little with my little circle punch, a little notch out of there, but what happened was I took it down too low. I cut out too much. This one I didn't cut out as much, but this one it went lower than this, the little flap. So you can still see it. So you had a little thing. So I put this over the top, and then you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't know, but I thought I'd tell you just in case you do that as well. So I just hid it, really. But how pretty does that look? It's just so lovely. I put some little flat back pearls on there, which I just love, and a little bow. We're my little bow maker. And then this one doesn't, because this is quite heavy. That just flaps down on its own, which is great. Now I'm going to put this one in my new journal, so I'll do that in a minute, but let me stop talking. Let's stop talking and just work. Let me show you how to do it. Very, very simple. So we've got the base, then we have this one that goes this way. It will either go, it's going to be too small that way, so you'll know which way it goes. So that will just sit on there. This goes inside, and then this is our little top piece. So I've got my scoreboard here somewhere. In here, somewhere, I've got my nice jumper on. It's a bit chilly. I'm a bit later in the day. It's been one of those days today where I've done something which made me go on to do something else and then do something else. So it's just been one of those days, so I'm a little bit later in the evening and it's a little bit chilly in here. So I've got my jumper on. So I'm just scored that line, and then we'll just fold that over like that. So that's the scoring. That's just about as complicated as this gets. So apart from cutting them out, right, now I've got my glue somewhere. Don't tell me I've lost my glue already. Oh, there it is. It's fallen down the back. There we go. So all I'm going to do, let me just cut a little notch in this. Okay, let's start. This one is not too bad because this goes down quite far, but I'm just going to cut just a little notch. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that, but I quite like that. I didn't put a notch in it because I know some people don't like it and they like to just put like a little bit of lace across the top. So, you know, if you've got a little circle punch, or just get something to draw around and cut it out. So I'm going to just pop a little dot of glue, just some little dots all the way around, like that, just so the glue doesn't come out in a great big blob. It's easier to do sort of like little dots like that. Oopsie daisy. And then it doesn't all ooze everywhere and you get too much. So let's just pop that on there like that. Lovely. So that can just stick down. There we are. Now I've printed on the back of mine just my grungy papers on the back, but you don't have to. But if you lift it up, because it will be on the flap, this will be white, but if you don't mind it white, then that's okay. You can leave it white. I like to sort of like print on the back. Now this bit we will glue behind, so that will just stick, and then that's your little flap. So that just flaps up like so. Now I've got an idea in a minute, because I want to put this into my journal that we made on this week. I don't know what day it was. I don't know, because I don't know when my videos come out. I know this is going out on Friday, so I can't remember when my other ones go out. So there we go, that's the top. So that's your little flappy bit, and then we've got the little tag that goes inside like that. Now you can embellish this if you want to, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to embellish the outside like so. So I've got some bits and pieces in here. Now I've got brown bits. I was going to use this. I found this, but it was a bit falling apart. There, it was sort of falling apart. But I'm just wondering whether, like I did on the other one, like that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that. I've got an idea of doing something else in a minute. So this piece. Oh gosh, look, that fits absolutely perfect. What was that off? I don't know what that was off, but it looks like it'd been stuck on something, because it looks like it's got glue or something on there. Okay, what do you think? That's quite nice, isn't it? That's quite nice. Let's have a look. Let's put these bits back. I did get out some of my velvet ribbon here, which I think that's the wrong colour. This is quite a nice colour. That's a sort of pretty colour, isn't it? That's a nice one. We've got this lovely little, I wanted to make a, that's quite nice pink. I wanted to have a look in here actually. Let me get through this. Let's put those to the side. Loving those. I need to put those in a little fussy cut pot. These are little bits of seam binding that I've got, that I put in a little pot. Do you think that's too pink? Oh, I don't know. What's that? That's a bit red. If I use this one, I quite like this thin. So we can either go with a sort of coffee stained or a pink. Oh, decisions. Oh, we've got a little brownie bit. I might, you know, I'm going to go for pink, because I did the coffee stained on these ones. So I think I might just go in with a bit of pink. Should we do a pink bow? I'm just going to stick that along there, because these have got like little sticky bits. I want to cover that up, and that would work, wouldn't it? And then we'll just have a little bow on here, and then just get a little Velcro to stick that down. What do you think? We've got this, which I used on the other one as well, which we could just pop a little bit. There we go. Make it look all pretty. Let's pop this down. What should we stick this down with? So I'm going to put a Velcro thing on there for now to stick that down. Here we go. So, have you guys had a lovely week? Have you had a busy week? Oopsie daisy. What have we been doing? I'm just trying to think what we've been up to. We haven't been up to a lot really. Andy went out. We were supposed to do a little bit of shopping this morning, but it was a bit cold and I didn't want to go out. I am awful about going out at the moment. It's just so cold. It means that I have to get all dressed up, all nice and warm and cosy to go out. And, you know, so bless him, he just popped off to the shops without me this morning. And then he came back and he went and took Jessie for a little walk, because we are due rain again. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to just glue gun this down. It's very dark. Our weather is very dark. Which I don't mind, because it means I don't have to go anywhere. I can stay in and craft. and maybe do a little housework here and there. Here and there. Oops. I was going to put a tiny little... Oh, do I need another? Pop a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's nice, isn't it? Quite like that. That can sort of dingle dangle down. And then what was I going to do? I was going to do this one, wasn't it? Let's go a little bit brighter on this one. Oops. Like that, and then just cut the ends. I think I'm going to have to cut this first. Just get my little... This frays a lot, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to melt that a little bit. Pop that there. Just cut that bit off. This is very tiny, this one. These bigger ones I got from, I think these are all from Temu. This one is from Tiger, which they have quite a nice, you know, they have little pretty bits in there sometimes. The Flying Tiger, I'm sure you've probably got it near you. I need another glue stick. I normally have things to hand that I use like this, but I moved them because I moved my sewing machine on my desk. All the things that I sort of use quite frequently, I like to have close, so that I'm not getting up and down. God, I sound really lazy, don't I? Don't go out, don't want to move. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not really that bad. Makes me sound awful. There we go. Pop that on there. Pop that down. That's so pretty. I do like that. So let's make a little, oh, there's a little bit of tulle. Let's take our little bow maker. Let's take a little bit of the end of this. This is quite long. It's just, I'm going to do it on the little ones. Now I've got glue gun stuck all over my fingers. So I know you guys have got your little bow maker out, so make yourself some little bows to put on your work. Coffee stain some ribbon. Oops, that's a little bit too short. Or colour it with all sorts of bits of inks and paints. Oh God, I'm not doing a very good job on this one. Right, let me just start again. I always make the end too long because I don't like waste and I don't like cutting the end off, that's why. But I'm not making it easy for myself. There we go. Pop that end through there. There we go. Pull that tight. Like that. Look at that, we've got this cute little bow. This one, I think I must have done it with paint because it seems a little bit thicker. If you know what I mean. Seems a bit rougher. When I do it with ink, I don't know whether you could see. This is done with just distress oxides. And can you see the difference? This is just done with coffee, and this one is done with, it makes it a bit matter. You know what, it stops that shine. This one's all sort of shiny. So yeah, I think I did this with oxide inks. You can feel the difference on it. Let me just scrunch that up just a little bit. There we go. Which way round? There we go. That looks very pretty. Like that. Just going to stick that on there. Like so. Look at that. How pretty is that? Shall I pop a little bit of this across the top? Like that. And maybe we'll put some pearls on because I do like the look of those pearls. They looked really pretty, didn't they? On this one. This one on there. They look so pretty on the top. That's better for you, isn't it? Right, a little bit of this on there. Pop this on along the top. There we go. Chop that off. There we go. It's a little bit wobbly. Perfect. So I'm going to just add a few little tiny pearls. I've got my little, pop those there. These, which are from, where did I get these from? Panda Hall. Was it Panda Hall, or was it, what was the other one that I used to do? BB Crafts. I think this was BB Crafts. So I was going to take some of those. I'm going to use this one, which is a gem glue, and I found this one really good. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to go in where the little flowers are, inside, just a little blob like that on each. Sometimes this squirts out, so you've got to be quite careful it doesn't sort of go anywhere, but it's the best one, or I think it's fabulous. You might have a really, really good one, but this one is lovely. I love it. Should have got out one of my little bead trays really to put those in. Put these in, so just stick those little flat back pearls. You can get these anywhere. You can get these all over the place. Probably got a little craft shop near you that you can get these. You can get them on Temu, Amazon, everywhere. Probably got some in your stash somewhere. Let's flip them over. Pop them on. Just gives a little bit of prettiness on there, doesn't it? Right, I shouldn't have closed that. The only trouble with this, these are really, really tiny little ones, and they get caught in this bit. And then they end up, when you open it, they sort of like flick everywhere. And they get caught, so do be careful if you've got that, or do you find the same thing? So look at that. It's just so pretty. Nice little bit of bright pink in there. This opens up. Oh, I shouldn't really open it up. Probably ping those off. So we've got our little tag in there. So that's lovely. Right, the other thing that I thought about doing is, this is the journal that I made the other day. And we did this in Lost Mojo, didn't we? This is one of the things that I did on my Instagram. And I was just thinking about putting this in here. We've got this like that. Which one should we put in? I think we'll put the Friday Freebie one in. And I might actually cut these out quickly if I can, and use them as little journal cards to go behind. So let me just quickly, let's just quickly chop these out. Pop those there. Do a little bit of cutting quickly. Cut along here. So let me just do that. I just want to show you that they can be used as journal cards, so you've got two uses for them. Making it into a little pocket thingamajig, or you can stick this on your page and make this into a pocket. Lots of different ways you can use them. Keep these little bits as well. I'm going to just cut those white edges off, because this is what I make my little paper clips with. Because I've printed on the back, I don't want to waste it. So I will cut down here. Around. And remember, if you're new, hold your scissors straight, hold your scissors in one place and move the paper. So if you're new to it, I know all you other lovelies know that, because I say that lots and lots and lots. Well, I haven't for a long time, but get yourself a big pair of scissors, because big scissors, I love my big scissors, because they do a nice big long cut and you're not snipping. I love them, so I'm going to keep those bits. These could all go in the bin in a minute. Chop all the way down. I'm just going to do a little wiggly cut along this one because it's you know, it's not straight. Let's cut down there. There we go. Do you guys like fussy cutting? Are you a fussy cut lover? I find it quite relaxing to sit and fussy cut. It's something that I like to do when I come into my craft room. If I've got some fussy cutting to do, because it gets me into the crafty bit. I sit here and then I have a little think of what I'm going to be making and what laces or ribbons or things that I've got that I can use in the projects. Things like that. So I do love to have a little fussy cut because it's something you're doing. It doesn't really need any thought. It's sort of like a mindless task, isn't it? So let me just cut this down like that. I'm not going to use these little bits because I won't use those. I'll use that bit. So look, I've got these pieces. Oopsie daisy. Cut the little white bits off because we don't need that. Then I've got these pieces here which we can use for our little paper clips, and these little bits can go in the bin. I'm being very good with my putting all my rubbish in the bin and not just popping it on the floor because I've got tiled floors. It's easy to sort of sweep up. So I do tend to sort of, you know, brush it on the floor, which is not good, is it? So let's just pop a little bit of ink around here. Again, I'm back to my frayed burlap ink because I love it. We're just going to ink our little white edges. So what are we going to do with this bit? If these are going to be journal cards, what can we do with this little bit here as the lid? The lid? The flap. I suppose it is a lid, isn't it? Okay, let's get this back out again. So we've got this. I'm going to pop it sort of a little bit further, sort of like down into the corner of our journal. And then these can, you know, just slot in. Does that make a lovely journal card? That can just slot in there like that. So let's take some, oopsie daisy, a little bit of tacky glue on here, just on the two sides, bottom and the side, or whichever, you know, page you're going to put it on. I'm going to pop it onto this one. How low do we need to go? Out there. Pop that down. What I mean, and then this just flaps up. Then you can put all sorts of other things inside because you've got more room in there. Pop that in, hold that down, and then this, do you know what I mean? These can just go in like that. Nice little journal cards. Let's put them in this way. Stick that down, make sure that doesn't come down. And look at that lovely page. That's just so lovely, isn't it? Now, what we're going to do with this one? What can we make for this one? Well, we could put it on the pocket, couldn't we? Should we put it on the pocket? That's what I'm going to do. That would look really pretty on there, won't it? Where's my little scoreboard? Let's just score this. Like that. Let's move this so I've got a little bit of room. Pop that on. So that's 2. So if you use, oh, I can't show you the Friday freebie at the end now because I've used it, but let's pop that there. This could then, this pocket's not that straight, but I could stick that onto there. Shall we embellish it with something? I'm gonna have to, let's ink this bit. Should I actually stick that on? I'm gonna do that with some fabric glue. Let's pop this on. I think that will look really nice. Have you clogged up again? There we go. Oops. Big squeeze in there. There we go. Pop that down. Stick that on. Oh, how pretty is that? So you don't have to have a fabric pocket, you could just have a plain bit and then stick that on. Oh, that's a good use for it. Right, shall we embellish it a little bit? What we got? I could use this then. It just feels like it's falling apart. Look at that, that could just go around like that. That will look pretty, won't it? I think that will look pretty. Quite light. I'm really liking the that flowery one that I was just using. Do I have any more? I wonder if I've got any in here. Don't have any in here. I've got this one, that's quite pretty. I like the little one that I was using daisies on. I had daisies on. Little flower. Oh look, there's a little bit. Let me have a rummage through here. Oh look, I do have another bit. I think that's going to be too thick. It feels too thick. I think we just need this one on there. So it's delicate. Will that go around the corner? It will, won't it? And then I could put some little pearls on this one. What do you think? Should we stick it down with a little bit of glue gun glue? Around here. Stick that down. There we are. Don't know where I got this little ribbon from, but how pretty is it? It's lovely, isn't it? Let's just go around like that. I might have to stick this little bit down because it's sort of popping up. I'm going to go around this way. Put that along. Make sure you guys can see. Probably use Fabri-Tac for this, or 3-in-1, not your glue gun. Don't need to use your glue gun. Just wanted it to be a little bit quick, a little bit instant. Shall I cut this off first? Let's go right. Oh, it looks so pretty, doesn't it? Let's just snip there. I think that should be okay. There we go. There. Lovely. Look at that. Oops, little threads everywhere. I'm going to do a tiny... Oh, I've got it on my fingers. Just a little tiny bit down like that. I think it will probably stick down because I'm going to use some of the fabric, not the gem glue, would probably hold that down as well. Look at that. Oh, I think that's so pretty, isn't it? Then again, I will get my, so we need, should I do that? Did we put that one in? No, we didn't. So I'm going to put the little gems around that one. Which one did we use? This one, wasn't it? Here it is. So I didn't use the thingies in this one, so I'm going to put them on this one, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to get one of these just to put some of these in, because it's a little bit easier to have them up the right way. Oh, they're stuck under my finger now. There we go. Remember, if you give it a shake, because it's got little ridges in, if you give it a little bit of a shake, they sort of sit in the ridges. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Should I come in a little bit further? There we go. It's quite dark. I do apologise, guys. It's a little bit darker in here because I said I'm a bit later in the day doing this one. Just pop a little bit in those little holes like that. There we go. Yeah, I can't believe it's Friday today. It's the weekend, and then Monday we've got to take Jessie to the vet again because she had something wrong with her tooth. She had antibiotics for her tooth, so they need to check and make sure everything's okay, because I don't know whether I've told you before, she's old, and I don't want her to be put under to have her tooth taken out, because she didn't do very well last time, and I'm hoping the antibiotics are going to help. So fingers crossed, bless her. So these. Oh, I do like this. This is so pretty. Lovely little shabby pocket. Looks like it should open, doesn't it? Like a little faux pocket front. There we go. Love them. And then these are just easier to tip back in again. So isn't that lovely? Just so pretty. So there you go, guys. I'm going to just come back out again a little bit. There we go. So that's our little pocket. So we've got a little pocket in there. This is what we did, isn't it, on Wednesday. And then this is what we've done today. So I'm loving it. We could actually add a little bit more to that. Don't want that to be wet. Don't know how long we've been. We're doing good for time, I think. What have we got? I've got a little bit of this. We could bring it in. Because this, we can bring in that, because we've got that on there. We can put that over the top. That's quite nice, isn't it? What else have we got in here? Grab a bundle. Oh look, I've got a butterfly. Got a little butterfly there. Do we want butterflies on it? Little butterfly in the corner. That's rather nice, isn't it? I think I could do with something underneath there. What have I got? What have I got in here in my little bundle? Is this little bit? Not quite sure. I could do with like a little pretty lacy bit, couldn't I? I don't know. Let's have another rummage through here. All of these little bits. Like a little bit of netting. What happened to that tulle? I had some tulle here just now. So my little calendar's fallen down. I don't know what I did with that tulle. It's disappeared. Right, let's do a little sort of collagey thing on here, I think. Quite liking the little butterfly as well. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Or we could have a little bit of scrunchiness. Let's use this little bit. I like all these scruffy little pieces. I'm going to put a little bit of glue gun on there. Scrunch that up. A little bit of lace on there. scrunch that up. That's pretty. Do we put this shiny bit on there? And a butterfly, or just the butterfly? I think maybe we'll just, I think that might be a bit too much. That will be nice on another envelope if I make the other envelope. I think that will be quite nice on there. Let's pop a little butterfly. I haven't used butterflies for a little while. So let me pop you on there. Like that. Put these up there. So look at that. That's really pretty, isn't it? It's a really nice little page. Nice little sort of, feels sort of delicate, if you know what I mean. Very pretty and feminine, that page. So guys, I think that's probably it. I think they are absolutely lovely. I hope you do too. So that's just a little Velcro fastener to fasten this one that we did. Let me just grab that. Look at that. I think they're just lovely. Really, really lovely. And then again, you can pop a little little piece of paper on there. I can't remember what it's called now. And then you can just lift that up if you want to. This is the one for the Ko-fis, and look at that, they are just beautiful. I love them. So there we go, guys. Pop over to the Facebook group. I've used that one now, but this is the Ko-fi one. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am absolutely loving them, and the papers, which are beautiful, and I will be covering these. I'll be using these to cover another box that I've made, which is lovely. And also the embellishments, look at those. That would look nice tucked in there as well, wouldn't it? Lovely. There we go, guys. Have a fab rest of the day. A lovely weekend. Do post them in the Facebook group if you make them, because I would love to see them. But have a lovely rest of the day. Lovely weekend. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.